Yoka. Hey, Dama. This man. Oh, I bet. Nigga, I keep checking the chat and shit for their fault, nigga.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Second and a couple. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Ravens had 10-6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Garindo. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. On the right side, this is Miller. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it, looking at 4th and less than a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Brandon Cooks, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing is Jackson. Try to find Caldwell, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rolling to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To throw, it's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Shit. Defense is overpowered.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Dude, swear to God.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ain't no way.
In motion right is Pittman. Rodgers again now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run here with Dowdle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he's going to take